mobility, right? And then you're going to be going against Mako, who's got all the mobility in the world, but not as high defense. So let's see how it plays out.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, last time we saw the Magyar at an official was when Seikuz top 8'd. His first ever top 8 was on the Magyar as well. And then before that was the first tournament of last year, which was Sandstorm making a top 6 appearance with the Magyar as well. So, I mean, Hammer's in a great spot, great sword, maybe bottom 1 in the game right now, but in a game like Brawlhalla, almost every legend is playable, if not every legend. And Seikuz will definitely show that here. Both Rutsmy and Seikuz playing the clearly not best greatsword legend, but making it work in their own way.
Ooh, okay, wow. Crazy aggressive option from Rutsmy there. Definitely trying to set the tone really fast, and again, just barely missing out on that. Gonna want to find a way to clean that up a little bit later. Oh, okay, we're just seeing some SIGs thrown out, just barely whiffing in the process as well. Both these players escaping the knockout by their grit of their teeth.
But Rutsmy having to go for a big dodge read to find the 5-piece combination to go out the stock off the top. And I feel like when it comes down to getting their secondary weapon to find a lot of value, this is where Rutsmy will find his value in the Katars. As I say that, he puts himself a little bit too far off stage, but where you trade off like very strong string potential and early damage gimps. On the other side, you got Seikuz on the hammer with a very consistent KO option and D-line into side air. So
yeah,
really the very polar opposites of the greatsword legends: high speed versus the high strength or high defense.
I mean, I feel like that's also kind of this part of the game plan for Rutsmy here. High aggression, high risk, very high reward. And I won't be surprised if we see another scenario like that. We saw it in the last set. We're seeing it here in this set already. So, I don't know. We'll see if they can try to find a way to clean that up. But again, I love the fact that they're being aggressive here. It does find a way to clean up the stock with the D-Sig. Trying to even some things up. Granted, it's about a 63 damage difference. We'll see if that can be turned around here. It does have the Katars in hand. We know what's capable of.
Okay, we see a lot of strings there. Rutsmy giving the dodges, but Seikuz, it doesn't go for anything too crazy. You could find a KO option, maybe with another dodge read, so Rutsmy has to play very carefully. But on the Katars, he looks for the N-Sig there, and we see the Seikuz N-Sig, a clip that brought him a lot of popularities with that N-Sig on Small World's End to Recover. This time, it's going to be able to find a stock on Rutsmy. Great whip punish.
Okay, ooh. Good job so far. Oh, just barely whipping out. Uh-oh, big punish. All right, wasn't able to get the recovery. Would have been a nice little extension there. Oh, okay. You're gonna get punished for that. You got to be careful just throwing that one out.
Ooh, big dodge ring. Oh my goodness! We see the N-Sig as a Seikuz tries to end it all there with that N-Sig. That was so sick. That's a 6-piece string on the greatsword, racking on so much damage. We see a pickup on the weapon on Rutsmy, and another side stick comes out, but he ends up stacked there.
These guys are starting to press some buttons, just hoping for the best. Finally, we get that signature landed, and it gets us the game 1 W. Seikuz on top here, 1-0.
I'd have to, I'm definitely coming into this set with some Seikuz bias here. I'm a big fan of the Magyar pick, and it makes sense that he's going to be up the game, at least in my eyes. So yeah.
All right, here we go. This is where Rutsmy started turning things around last time, though. We said, on the General Grievous, and then lost. They're like, you know what? I'm going to Mako. And things started just feeling a little bit better. Maybe it's the bright color scheme. Maybe that's what the difference is here. It just allows Mako to just glow a little bit brighter. Maybe it just increases and betters the mood of Rutsmy. That's the only, it's the only logical explanation I have here. So.
Okay, we see an interesting matchup here as we now see the Seikuz hammer, which we didn't see a lot in the last game, but he already showing off some of that prowess on this Magyar pick. The sidelight comes in, another sidelight sends Rutsmy in a bad spot, and that's the down stick coming out. Looking for that recovery. He doesn't get it there that time, though, and Rutsmy definitely happy to do so. We're going to see him cycle over to the Katars, but Seikuz is the one to weapon starve. The side light finisher, is it enough to KO? No, not quite. Going for the finisher on that gravity cancel. He doesn't get it, but he picks up a hammer again, charging up that down sig. But then side air will be the one to close out that stock.
Big finish right there on that first stock. And Seikuz kind of coming in, after that first game W. Really kind of keeping the aggression here. It looks like they're actually just turning it up to 11 now. Everything seems to be flowing a little bit better. These combos are definitely a lot more consistent. Landing the KO options, which I think is a very big improvement as well. We saw a lot of SIGs last game that didn't quite hit the mark.
Oh, the dodge is through there. We almost see the side light, but Rutsmy is able to cover the dodge too, with punishes with the end light into the recovery, and Rutsmy keeping it relatively close here. The extra credit is very scary versus a legend like Magyar when you're playing a legend like Mako, but he goes for the ground pound there. Very risky option. I don't even know if it really KOs out right there, even with a couple resources burned there. See the half pipe, the dodge up. Rutsmy not punishing it accordingly. Seikuz trying to cover a dodge through. Doesn't find it there, but no dodge from Rutsmy. Saves it to punish the bridge, and Rutsmy stays in this game on very narrow margins as that side sig will find its mark, and Seikuz punishing the slide charge end sig, and now once again up a stock.
That's a great punish there, too. Getting the stock in the process. Seikuz definitely feeling good. I'm sure Rutsmy's probably kicked themselves in the butt here just a little bit. However, they are down, but certainly not out here. That won't be able to clean that one up. Oh, they're looking for that play. Just was not able to get the hit that they want. That actually is going to allow Seikuz to get the greatsword here and putting on some big damage. Oh, another punish here on the signature.
I know you like the Mako Sigs, but they lead into, well, sometimes they just don't KO outright. And now we go for a deep side air. Something that caused Rutsmy a lot of trouble in the Brawlhalla set, and Seikuz doesn't punish it according to the recovery. Comes in, and we come down to last stock, but at 132 damage. D-Light side air towards the corner with Mako being quite flimsy at times on the defense stat, can be very scary. D-Light side air doesn't KO, sends very low, though. There it is.
Oh, yep. Dude, there's like at least, maybe all of the stocks, but definitely the last two were just like served up to Seikuz on a silver platter. We saw the D-Sig pop them right up afterwards. We saw the just that right there sliding up the wall and just stops there. Seikuz is eating very, very well right now. And honestly, that second game just looked a lot better for them. Rutsmy, I don't know what you got to tap into, but hey, you better find it quick because this is your last chance to keep your run going here today. Going back to the General Grievous, but on a different color scheme. Okay, that might be it.
He's gonna definitely look forward here and really try to figure something out. And we got a game number 3. These are both level 100 on their mains respectively. You got Magyar on the General Grievous, and I mean, I wonder how many collective hours of Greatsword like play has been on the stream today, because these are literally like the 3 reps of Greatsword in North America right now, minus I think I might be missing a couple players in House of Greatsword as well, but yeah, this is definitely like the top echelon of play. If you're a Greatsword player out there, definitely want to watch the sets on the side stream, because we got a lot of Greatsword. Rutsmy instead of 5-piece there though, getting the dodge through, read on Seikuz burning the dodge there, gets hit by the 3-piece, and Rutsmy running away with this game, tapping into a different beast. The N-Sig comes out, doesn't connect though.
Oh, another big read, man. Seikuz is definitely on top of Rutsmy's recovery options here. Has been getting some really big punishes. That's just another one in the book for this set that's actually just been Seikuz dominant the entire time. However, we do have those guitars in hand now. I do feel like when they are General Grievous, they do make some more aggressive options, so I don't know if that's just kind of like a mentality thing. We see that in a few games as well. You change the color, you change the skin, and you just start playing a little bit differently.
D-Light into recovery. Unfortunately, he doesn't KO if you're a Rutsmy there, but Seikuz definitely loving the fact that he's playing a pick like that, and I like that down sig usage there from Rutsmy, even drifting it a little bit behind to cover the cross up, even better, but it finds its mark and Rutsmy equalizes quite quickly.
Tried to catch that dodge read in, just wasn't able to find it. However, okay. Boom, boom. Nice. Turn around, tried to go for the sig, but gets interrupted last second. There's a great opening, just was not able to finish the way they wanted to. We are seeing a battle right now after what was a great start from Seikuz. Rutsmy is battling back, really making a case for themselves. Okay, Seikuz setting himself up on the silver platter this time, and Rutsmy is going to be able to answer back, taking a lead here.
With the hammer being the weapon that Seikuz is definitely going to be cycling into, it's great because you have consistent KO options, but on the other side of things, you can definitely struggle versus this guitars right now as we get a little bit of a half pipe. Seikuz tries to flip it with a D-Light there, but he ends up just getting a raw cider off Rutsmy, whiffing the cider, rising to catch Seikuz in a really bad spot. We see a bit of a weapon starve even. Seikuz has to fight back here, has to find the KO, and gets it there on the punish of the side sig, and it's definitely not over yet. You have to close out this game if you want to force game 4 as a Rutsmy. We've definitely seen Seikuz get a couple dodge reads here and really rack on that damage quickly. Rutsmy, though, getting right back on his business. Sidelight into downlight, goes for the second downlight, doesn't get it there. Sidelight into chase dodge downwards. The side reverse with the weapon toss. Get down here! Rutsmy, do you make it back? Yes, you do. Seikuz almost steals the whole game away, but it's not quite over yet. He gets a 4-piece there, but no big damage swing as Rutsmy confirms the game with the guitar recovery off the top. Seikuz almost had it all there, but it just did not take it.
We almost saw a certified Rutsmy throw. And it's no shade to Rutsmy. It's just we've seen it a few times where he goes for these super aggressive options off stage and just misses wildly to get punished. That time, though, no punish. Was able to close out the game. Thank goodness. Going into a game 4 here. Oh, my God. Oh, my heart is beating out of my chest.
That was... Whew. I mean, when games come down to the wire like that, it gets incredibly scary for both of the players. And I know Rutsmy is definitely happy to not get 3-0'd in both Greatsword mirrors he's played in today. So, Seikuz now, it's getting put on notice a little bit here. The guitars have been causing problems. I like that read. D-Light into GC Ensig, and then the fast fall Nair as well. Seikuz getting punished by these guitars right now.
Okay. Right now. Players actually playing pretty solid. People, never mind. I thought I saw that Seikuz got a couple hits, but he did not, and that's actually a sear to death. Excuse me. I thought the game started off a little bit differently, but no. Seikuz had no damage, no hits whatsoever. Finally gets picked down the board with a recovery there, but all right.
Yeah, and Rutsmy making it work here on a weapon that a lot of players have written off, but right now, you can't write off these guitars and the impact of this game. The double side air attempt from Seikuz ends up just getting a recovery for his troubles. Nice 3-piece combination with no dodge on Rutsmy. GC sidelight there. And a nice punish on the end. Chase dodge upwards. I like that from Rutsmy, playing smart this time. Not going so ham off stage after getting a singular hit. And yeah, right now Seikuz is definitely struggling.
Okay. Ooh. There we go. Gonna be able to answer right back here, but taking 96 in the process. Rutsmy's off to a great start here. I think that game 3 really kind of turned things around, really putting some good energy in their back pocket here is a nice little boost to their ego and their confidence. And not quite going to be able to take that one out. Tries to get the recovery once again to Dare. Going to get a small punish for it. But Seikuz at 163.
Ooh!
Ooh! There we go. Great stuff.
I like that you try to flip it off stage there, but instead Rutsmy is able to get the side air as he, for the first time, dodges into a Greatsword player that wasn't ready for it. Double sidelight, downlight into side air. Seikuz is like, I'm going to steal this game away right quick. The side air comes out there. Nice dodge. Great avoidance. Endlight comes out. Recovery as well. Rutsmy, though, having the driver's seat once again in this game. Just leaning heavily into the guitars right now.
Okay, here we go. Oh, big pickup.
Oh, a second one.
Is that going to be it? It definitely is now with the weapon toss. And that is going to be a strong game 4. Oh my goodness. I thought game 3 was a nice little change of pace. Game 4 was near complete dominance. Only losing a stock in the process and like, what, 90-something damage on the second stock? Maybe just barely over 100. But Rutsmy is in a great position right now. If I'm Seikuz, I got to have a quick mental reset. I need to take some quick notes. I need to talk to myself. I need to hype myself up because Rutsmy's playing like an absolute lunatic right now.
Definitely have to agree with that one. You have to find any real way to kind of psych yourself out of these last 2 games. We're up in 2-0 in the set count earlier on, so you want to try to bring that energy once again, but it's going to be quite a tall task, I feel like, as we get into game number 5 with Rutsmy having seemingly all the momentum. We don't go to a stage of the platform, even though we're getting beat by the guitars. An interesting choice, but Rutsmy will be the first one to pick up a weapon. It'll be the Greatsword, a Greatsword mirror, but Seikuz throwing it away immediately, wanting to lean into the hammer for this one. Oh, Rutsmy. He's not stopping right now. Goes for the Ensig there. I cannot believe that didn't connect. That was crazy, but Rutsmy is okay with that. He goes for an Ensig off stage. Seikuz looking to close out the stock at 50 with the down sig if that connects. But Rutsmy is seeing right through all of that. Seikuz has yet to hit that signature.
Yeah, dude, I think that, like, Seikuz is starting to get a little bit desperate. Like, I feel like some of the plays that he's making is just, hey, I'm hoping this lands. I'm hoping things just work out for me, and I really need Seikuz to dial in. But Rutsmy is playing on another level. This is definitely what I wanted to see from a player who I thought was down and out. I love to see just the moment where they re-lock in, and my God, they are locked in.
Seikuz gets a little bit of a string started there on the Greatsword, but It's not being, it's not that much of a swing in terms of damage here. Ooh.
Okay. Good stuff right now. Let's get a strong hit right there, though. Just trying to create some space, take control of that stage. Rutsmy does find their way back on, though. And they're taking their time, man. Yeah, I think they kind of recognize, oh yeah, that is going to be a stock, but I think that's no problem here for Rutsmy. I think they realize that Seikuz is playing a little bit desperate, a little bit unsafe, a little bit clunky here, and they're taking advantage of it. Granted, having guitars at your disposal to be able to get these punishes is a big boon for you, but they're also just getting these great combos here. That's a big pickup once again, man. Rutsmy up a whole stock here in Game 5, and it's the Rutsmy show. I do not see Seikuz turning this around. However, we have seen crazier things happen.
Okay, Rutsmy, D-Light into Nair. That time he goes for another D-Light, catching the landing on Rutsmy. Seikuz. Seikuz landing with the down air there, gets whiff punished accordingly. Rutsmy, walk up end like Nair. The momentum, the train just does not stop. Rutsmy on the guitars, the very last hitbox of the side light, goes for the down light there. And one signature away. Rutsmy looking for that big dodge read. We see the chase dodge up that time, and Seikuz cannot find anything. He's getting one hit for every Rutsmy 6-7 hits. Rutsmy does not care. He's just hitting buttons right now. No moment is lost in using movement or trying to think. Rutsmy's just trying to completely run over this game. The side stick comes out. The weapon toss gets dodged through, but Rutsmy looking for it. Oh, the Nair sends downwards, and Rutsmy with a 2-stock and a reverse 3-0. Rutsmy gets it done and moves forward to represent the Greatsword once again.
The chat is right. It's a Rutsmy sweep, baby. Reverse 3-0 all the way back. And you could tell, like, if you go back and watch that Game 3, I feel like there's a specific moment where you can actually tell where things just start shifting entirely. And he just carried that energy all the way to a Game 5 victory. Going to be moving on in the rest of this bracket. It's a shame